Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your February 2022 reading. Thank you so much for being here. This is a reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. And I will look into general energies in the beginning of the reading. I will look into love and love relationship situation in the second part of the reading. By the end of the reading, I will also pull some charms. This is exclusively for the English reading. I do these readings in German as well. So check out the description box below. Let's get started. This is an intense month for you, Capricorn, because we already started the general energies with 3 major arcana. So we do have the Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. I think what this is saying is really you stepping into this month with a new sense of balance, with a new sense of self-control. Also the Temperance card is about mastering something. It's about also mastering control. It's about mastering the yin and the yang, balancing the yin and the yang, really understanding what the right amount of an energy is in a specific situation and in situations throughout your everyday and throughout your life in general. So it is a masterful way, a graceful way of reacting to specific situations that might be challenging. So the Temperance card is really a mastery of some sorts, a mastery of inner emotions, of inner feelings, and balancing out of different parts within yourself to really have a great integrated sort of being that can react to situations. And therefore it's a card of healing as well. So you've healed something in yourself. You've combined parts of yourself in a more unifying way. So it's not, you don't feel like things are dissociated, you feel like things are one within yourself. And that's how you are able to patiently and very maturely react to situations. So that's the Temperance card in a nutshell. I think what this is it's kind of, this card comes like like in a computer game, you gain some superpower or something, you gain some sort of tool or weapon, so you can actually step into this new world, new situation, new challenge. And I feel like this is what's given to you, or that what you accomplished, and now you're ready to face situation that might be a little challenging. And I think this is really a face-off. It's a face-off with an old cycle, with an old karmic pattern that you are really trying to break through, that you're wanting to break through. Maybe an old sense of self, an old picture of self that you've worked yourself out of, and therefore now are strong enough to move forward in this balanced newborn kind of unified way and being. We have the Sun card here, so this is such a weird psychedelic vibe that I get here from this deck, of course, because it's the psychedelic deck. There is an old sense of self, I feel like, that you're leaving behind, and you're really stepping into a new sense of self. But by having regained that new sense of self, you kind of have to break through these cycles now. So, if that makes sense. There is no timeline here, there is no linear time here. You've already established that for yourself. You've already established, you're coming into this month with this healed personality of some sorts, but at the same time there's still challenges to face that have to do with your past, but now you're ready to take them on. And also past self of yours, letting go of past self. There's a lot about the self here with the Sun card, with the Wheel of Fortune, because with the Wheel of Fortune I can constantly see this face in the middle, and I feel like these are the same type of faces here. I mean, this is the Bowie deck. It's all David Bowie, but you know. And I feel like you're just letting go of maybe a mask also, because this looks very maskish, especially if you're Capricorn Ascendant, letting go of old masks, stepping more into an inner child type of energy with the Sun card. And also it even seems like letting go, there is a lot of inner child healing going on here, and letting go of this bruised child, you know, letting go of this maybe even injured sort of mask that you've been wearing. Wow, that's an intense one. Okay, that didn't come through at all in the German reading, just by the way. Wow. All right, so yeah, big month. There is some ego shedding going on. There is some ego stuff coming up. We have the King of Wands here. We have Pisces season is coming up, so of course it will be about ego shedding for all of us. But just make sure that, you know, you're aware and that those ego-driven parts don't get in your way, that the ego doesn't become toxic, because with the King of Wands in reverse, we like to step into that wounded child kind of behavior. So be very careful that this is not holding you back, because I think you might even realize throughout this month, wait a second, this behavior is not even natural anymore to me. It's like, this is what I'm used to, but wait, this is not even, I don't have an inner, I'm not feeling it anymore, you know, I'm not even, so the wound might be healed already, but you're still just in the pattern of doing things a certain way, so now you're trying to break through. This is also what I see. Wow, this is so intense, Capricorn. All right, so in a relationship situation, we have a Knight of Swords, we have, this is on your side, we have a Five of Wands. And I think there might also be a similar thing going on in a past relationship, that you might be closing off or closing. There can be a breakup or really like a completion of some sort. And also at the same time, it can be something that is still existing, that is not breaking up, but where you really want to break through old patterns, old karmic patterns that held you back from stepping into this new sort of doing things, into this new dimension when it comes to relationships. And you're doing it with full force here, Knight of Swords, with a strategy, very analytical thinking, clear communication. If there is a partner, I think you might have a bit of overwhelmingly fast pace for them, so that might bring up some inner conflict and they might struggle a little more with this process. But I think you have a strategy and you really want to do this to be able to come to this completion of some sorts. As I said, if this is a partner that is we are not in separation or anything, then this could be just a breakthrough in your relationship where like finally we're able to break this pattern, and you're really taking the reins here. This person, as I said, they might have a little bit of trouble reacting to that. But if this is a new person, I think there's also you do have this very, very, very strong thought out strategy to really break through, because I feel like this Knight of Swords, as you can see, he's running into he's running into this old thing and he's trying to break through. I just be careful that this in itself is not an old pattern, you know, to force yourself through something, because this would be a very Capricorn kind of thing to do. So, and we have this ego thing here, so the devil never sleeps. Just make sure that you're aware when this comes up. I think you have a very clear understanding of the situation and very analytical and very rational, so I think you will be prepared to see the patterns when they occur. But yeah, the goal here is really to bring something to completion and finalize a way to be ready to step into this new reality. This is really the World card, and you see the World card is a happy card. You know, it is a very happy card. It's like it feels like you've arrived, and you're stepping into this new journey, into this moment where everything is possible. This is the Fool that's coming after the World card. So yeah, this is very intense, very interesting, and when it comes to relationships, this is maybe more challenging for your partner or for the person you're interested in, but at the same time they are completing it with you. You know, this is what is mirroring you, so you're like in the same type of energy here. Let's see what the dice want to say. All right, so 9th house, yeah, this is also breaking through, bigger picture, connecting the dots, higher learning, higher knowledge, big vision, big picture. Saturn, of course, karmic stuff. I think there's a lot of karmic release, breaking through again, testing, heavy testing, but Saturn is also your ruler, so you kind of need the challenge in a way. You know, you need things to be tested not only one time but 3 times to understand that, and to know and to make sure that it's solid, you know. I think you're doing all of this, even if there's a lot of quick energy, there is a solid ground you're moving on with Saturn. 9th house, as I said, higher learning, bigger picture, connecting the dots, also breaking through, focusing on the goal, and growth and expansion. So there is a lot of breakthrough energy here that I'm getting with the 9th house. And also we have Virgo. So maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, but more importantly, routines. Be practical, be routined, be disciplined, which is a Capricorn thing anyway, but be practical, be disciplined, be routined, be logical, be prepared, I hear very strongly, and try to have a routine, you know, in general, just like in your everyday life. Try to be very balanced and routine right now. I think this could really benefit you. Also, Temperance card is talking about the 9th house in a way because it's a Sagittarius card. So yeah, there is some sort of more masterful, higher way of doing things. And also there's blessings with Wheel of Fortune, 9th house, and Temperance is all ruled by Jupiter, so that's the planet of luck. All right, but yeah, as I said, caution with the King of Wands in reverse. Ego stuff is coming up. I mean, it's always coming up in a sense, but you know, just make sure that you are aware and that you're not trying to force things, because the King of Wands, he really likes to force things, you know, and he doesn't see often where it comes from. He's not very self-aware. Make sure, I don't see that because you have the Knight of Swords here, so it's very analytical, but make sure that you sometimes maybe take a step back and make sure that you're not missing anything when it comes to your own stuff, you know. We have those 2 cards here, which I think is super interesting. The Mother and the Shapeshifter, they came out together, and I think there might be a switch in perception or in how you perceive your archetype of a mother, what that means, what that entitles, what that presents and represents. So maybe the mother within yourself, maybe you've healed things that were still not balanced when it comes to how you see yourself as a motherly figure, or how you also perceive other people as a motherly figure, or how you see yourself in that role or other people in that role, and what that means. And with the shapeshifter, I think there's just a switch, you know, it just, maybe there's a complete change, like, oh, I always thought a mother has to be this or that, and now I realize it has to be, or she has to be this and that. So there is definitely a shift going on of some sort of identity. And I think it has to do also with controlling your more animal instincts here, and also with masks in a sense, and how to navigate those energies, you know, how to navigate those more instinctual energies here. But I love this shapeshifter card. It's so good. It's so good. So also on an artistic level, I just really love this card, artistically speaking. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's coming through here. Let's pull some charms. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. This reading, there's also really a very strange sense of time in this reading, because it feels already like I'm reading like for an hour, but I don't. So it feels there's a lot of information packed in a little bit of time, you know, in like linear time. So maybe that's also something that you want to pay attention to, because there is this, yeah, there's this fast information going on that will really, I think, help you to break through something from the past and expand yourself. Alrighty. Oh wow. Okay. So many stones. Ooh. Also, wow. Okay, yeah. This wanted to come out. So maybe you're thinking of a person right now. That's the person, obviously, that this is about. Yeah, the charms really want to concentrate on the relationship side of the reading. So wow, okay, but this person brings a lot into the picture. There's not many charms on your side. There is a very spiritual, grounded energy with this World card. So there is a person that is very grounded, that has a pretty good or similar view. Oh, and there's even like a attachment charm. I didn't even see that. This person might be hiding. I don't know, or you, or both of you, because it's on both of your card. There is a lot of stability, and it might not be too clear. Maybe that you're looking for a committed situation, or this is a committed situation, but you both, I think what you have in common is that you can be very committed, grounded, safe, attached people. We have this third eye moment here with the amethyst. So yeah, there is like a same sort of wokeness when it comes to how you see things. And again here also a healing moment, very physical. Maybe it's a physical healing type of stuff, you know, that you maybe together can heal through physical activity, or even, you know, sexual. But it's more like, it's not even so sexual, that charm. It's more like the body, you know, maybe you exercise together or something like that. This person is really trying and working on showing themselves and what they want in a relationship and in attachment, and it's a little bit of a struggle for them, I think, with the Five of Wands in reverse. I think they are working on it. It's a struggle though. It's an inner conflict. Maybe they are not 100% sure just yet, but they are gaining more and more clarity. Maybe also their perception changed when it comes to what they actually want, and who they want to be, who they themselves want to be in a relationship. There's a lot of focus on, they are definitely looking at their blind spots. They're trying to figure out their blind spots, their dark spots. They're deep. They have a deep They have more depth maybe than you thought, or there is depth to this person, definitely. And they really do try to focus on their I want to say on their development, because there's this shapeshifter thing going on. So wow, yeah, they might be a little psychic as well, because there is this psychic energy coming through. Or they might, you know, there is these kind of people, it's weird. And that's what's coming through. They are not necessarily aware of what's going on, and they are not necessarily able to rationalize it, but they really operate through their blind spots still very intuitively. You know what I mean? There's like people who just still are tapped into source, even though they don't really know what that means. You know, they're just running, they're coming out of this blessed unknowing, but still it's very spiritual in a way. It's like a little bit of a fool energy, you know. So there is a lot of deeper knowing, but it's maybe not visible just yet. Weird. Okay, that's very weird. And we had just 21 on the camera. Yeah, so that was a point. Anyway, so yeah, this is what I see. Thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. This is super interesting reading. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I can't wait to talk to you again. See you later. Bye.